Hey, what's up, guys? Do I have a chance to say anything about this yet? I don't think so. Goat, baby, goat. Some guys didn't like the game. I loved it. Defensive battle. Patriots won. What more could you ask for? All right, fellas. Big pipe job. Big pipe job going on. So we got the 17 F-550, 488 gears. What we got here, we got a 25 plus 5 Suretrac 30K Gooseneck trailer. It's 8,800 pounds by itself, probably 200 pounds of chains, 1,200 pounds for the mulcher. So you know, we're at 10,000. Each of these culverts, 20 foot long 18-inch culverts, they got to be a couple hundred pounds at least. So I don't know, we're somewhere around 10,500, 11,000, something like that. So not a heavy load at all for this truck. My 250 would actually haul this load better than this truck will, just because the 250 obviously is 440 horsepower, 925 torque. These are dialed down to like 350 and like 800. So the other truck would tow it better, this amount of weight, but this is the truck I need today because I got everything in there that I need to do the job. So this is what we're gonna use. I love it when it's all lit up. The trailer is all lit up, all the LED lights. The lights on the flat deck are all lit up. It looks pretty nice. But anyway, guys, we're gonna jump in the truck, head down, fill up my logbook first because this is with my registered weights. This is a commercial load. So I have my, here in Canada, I have my class 3 with air brakes, even though there's nothing on this configuration with air brakes, I have that. And my condition 15, which allows me to tow a trailer over 4,500 kgs. So I have my class 3, which is single vehicle or combination, over 26,000 pounds. And I have my trailer license that allows me to tow over 4,500 kgs. So I'm all set and ready to go. So let's jump in and head on out of here. And first, I have a work companion. Let's go to work, buddy. Guys, we're on the road. I reset the trip, so we'll see what our fuel mileage is going down there. Again, 488 gears, don't forget that. But I'm just gonna shut up and let you guys enjoy the scenery. Right, let's get on the highway. Most merge lanes on the highway, they like to make it straight as possible. That one definitely isn't. Alright, So let's get up to speed here. This guy in front of me speeds up, and I'll flip you around, put you on my chest mount, and I'll show you, you know, the RPMs and fuel mileage and all that stuff. So yeah, this truck 488 gears. I keep saying that, but keep that in mind. That's going to affect a lot of things on this drive. In front of me is going extremely slow, and we got a big hill here, so I'm going to see if I can get this thing by him. So 11,000 pounds. Yeah, like everybody else. Passing lane comes, so he speeds up. Here we go. By him. So the truck stayed in 6th gear. It didn't shift down at all. My 250 definitely would have shifted down to 5th, but we would have gone by him quite a bit faster than that. Alright fellas, so here we are, 65 miles per hour, and we are doing like 2,300 RPM. If I was doing 65 miles per hour in my 250 or my 350, I'd be doing around 1,500. So you can tell there's quite a large difference there in RPMs. So here we are, you're just cruising along. Pick up a little bit of speed, we're going down a hill. It's one thing, this truck, especially with the exhaust brake, engine brake on, it does a really good job of holding the load back. Now I know we're not hauling much here right now, but even with my excavator on back, you know, when I'm towing 30K, it still does a really good job of holding the trailer back. So far we've only gone 20 kilometers. So like 12 miles, and we are averaging 24.4 liters per every 100. So we're just gonna drive. We got probably another 30-40 miles, I think, or so before we get to where we're going, on a sheet of ice basically, and we'll just sort of see what our numbers were as far as mileage and stuff goes. But obviously with this much weight, you know, 11,000 pounds back there, you really don't even know it's there, to be completely honest. I have left like only 10 pounds of air in my airbags because I don't need it. I don't need it anyway, but it's there and I love it. It makes a big difference when I got the excavator back there. It just helps the truck from hucking and bucking. But yeah, let's just get to the site and get this job done. It's like minus 14 degrees out here today, so it's not a nice day at all for doing a pipe job. Ground's frozen, so let's get there and get out of it as soon as we can, because it's going to take a long time to do what we need to do. Alright boys, here we are. Damn, I wish I owned this property. Here's the first of our culverts going up there. You can see there's like, the culverts are all filled, the ditches are all filled, and the water just runs down the road, it freezes in the road, and you can't even get in here like it's a skating rink. Up there is really bad, really bad. But there actually is a cross culvert right here, but it's filled in, and then there's no ditch right here at all. So the water just comes to this point. There's the old culvert, I assume, and then just runs down the road and freezes. So our first culvert is going here. There's an old sort of woods road that goes up through there, so pop a culvert in there and fill it up. See the water trickling down through. That all froze since yesterday, so I'm fighting the weather here big time. But let's see if we get this thing fired up, because she is cold, cold, cold. And the fuel filters need to be replaced in this thing pretty soon, and that definitely does not help cold weather situations. So let's see if we can get this thing fired up. Oh yeah. Crank the heat up. Idle her up a little bit. All right, let that warm up for a bit. Okay, so far so good. Right, fellas, pipe work complete. We got the 3 culverts in. This is skating right here. So we got the 3 culverts in. Not able to do the ditching. I'll tell you why in a second. But here's the first one. It's like an old little woods road up there, so pop the culvert in there. That one's done, and then there's 2 done further up the hill. This will be all ditched, but we've had some crazy cold weather here the last little bit. The ground is froze up like pretty good. It was pretty hard smashing those trenches in there to get those culverts installed, but you can sort of see the root of the problem, or you can sort of see the big problem right here. The water just runs down the road, and it's right now where it's so cold, it's just laying in the road and freezing. So eventually this is going to be all ditched on both sides, hopefully. I am fighting some ledge here too, some cliff. So hopefully, watch my step here. Hopefully we'll get a ditch on both sides. If not, we'll have to put a couple cross culverts. But here's the worst spot. And I did get the culvert popped in up at the top of that hill. What's causing all this? There's a road. There's a road that goes up to this farmer's field, and there's no culvert there. So the water was just coming down the hill, hitting that, and then coming right down the road, freezing the road. So I got the culvert installed up there, and then eventually I'll carry that water, that trench, all the way down on this side. And I'm gonna do a trench on this side too, a ditch on this side too. So we won't have this issue. You can imagine, you know, needing to get in here during a power outage or something to hook up a generator or to repair some equipment or whatever to the site. And just imagine trying to get in here with a trailer, or just trying to get in and out of here. If you take a slide, you can see where you're gonna head for. You're gonna slide right into this fence. It was bad enough going up here with the excavator. So I'm not able to do as much ditching as I want to because the ground is frozen, so it would take a lot longer, and I cannot sit on this and dig a ditch. Anybody that doesn't really know much or familiar with running an excavator would say, oh, you got that big heavy piece of equipment sitting on steel tracks. You must be all right. A excavator with steel tracks, or rubber tracks for that matter, but I would say even more so with steel tracks on ice, is a bad combination. I hug along the bank here so I didn't get over on this side. If I was in the excavator and I started at the top of this hill and I tried to track on that, I would gain so much speed so fast, and I'd probably start doing some turns. And if I did catch any gravel at all, it would honestly tip the machine over and smash the machine, or I would just slide straight into this farmer's fence. So it is honestly not even close to being worth trying to do this work right now. So I got the culverts in, so that's sort of phase one. I have to do some mulching on the access road once it gets up there to the top of the hill going into the tower. So that will be probably later this week. We're supposed to get a pretty good storm tonight. Hopefully I get this video out. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday right now. Yeah, I just fell. We're supposed to get some bad weather tonight and tomorrow, so I'll be out plowing and God knows what. So I'll be back here probably on Thursday if all goes well. Throw the mulcher on and do the mulching, and that's it. So anyway, guys, you know, as always, I'm just gonna jump in the truck and head my way back now. As always, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the sub button, hit the little bell. The little bell, so you know I got more of these coming out. Alright, everybody, take care, have a great one, work hard, get her done. See ya, fellas.